Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Garnetqueentarot, where we are inspired to rise. Remember, before coming into our sacred realm, that you practice your breathing exercises. Inhale, exhale. So that we get ready to eliminate all negative energy, positive vibes, good vibes only. Welcome, welcome, Capricorns. How are you guys doing today? I hope all is well. Hope all is well. Clear the space, clear the energy. You know, it's important that you're thinking and you're breathing. You've been detoxified. You clear the energy, clear the space, because you want to make sure that your messages come through. And even if it doesn't resonate today, put it in a compartment and hold it so that if it does come about where you need it, you can apply it accordingly. Make sure every experience you have has a lesson in it that you have retrieved. Every experience has a message. Take the time to figure out what it is. I tell this to everybody. Every experience has a lesson and a message. Take heed and figure out what it is. Capricorns, you are detail oriented. And you know when you go through some stuff, you've learned some stuff. Because you are great at picking up your nuggets, holding them in your little treasure chest, and when needed, you apply it to life. That's why they're put out there. Sometimes we miss those messages. Don't miss them. Spirits talk to us on behalf of our wonderful Capricorns. Help them to receive messages meant for them. Help them to gain clarity and understanding. Help them to stay positive and move forward. Help them to climb up to the mountaintop and scream at the top of their lungs with gratitude for all they have achieved in their lives. So much to be thankful for, right, Capricorns? You guys go through experiences, but you learn from each and every one. You know I love my Capricorns. Capricorns start the year and they're always full of wisdom and knowledge. They help so many people. They're usually bosses and they're always on top of their game. And even if they slip or fall, they get right back up and they can have the pain in their knee. Talk to us. Change, which we know is evident, right? Change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. I tell this to people all the time. Change is something that keeps you going and growing. Because whether you want to or not, change is evident. It's part of our lives. It's either you stay back or you progress forward. Capricorns are very progressive people. You're constantly learning new things. You're exploring, researching, and even more so now, you're facing more challenges head on, and you're more equipped to do so because you believe that change is evident. You believe in progression. You believe in compromise and flexibility and working things out. Even if it takes time and it doesn't happen immediately, it is on your plate to be fulfilled. Change is a part of life and growing. If you plant something, doesn't it change? In every facet, you keep abreast to it because of the fact you want to be able to apply what you've learned. You want to be able to see where you started. That's why even with children, you take pictures of them because children grow every day. Your baby just came. Next thing you know, the baby is trying to turn over. Next thing, the baby's crawling. Next thing, the baby's trying to hold on to things and walk. And you take photos every step of the way, or you videotape it every step of the way because you want to see the dramatic changes that are taking place. And especially now, they say with pandemic babies, they're a little bit even more advanced. Growth is a beautiful thing. Growth is something that takes you out of your comfort zone. Your child is small today and a grown man or woman tomorrow. You plant a seed and you watch it grow. When it breaks through the seed or the covering and coming through the dirt, you start seeing it, growing up. I used to love. I need to get back into that. I used to love planting seeds in the garden. It was like so beautiful to me when the flowers would come out, the different colors, and it's so beautiful when you take the time to look at it. Nature is a beautiful thing. A beautiful thing. That's why people like to live in areas where not everything, not every habitat is destroyed. Not everything has to be caged up. That sometimes things are just there for the sake of beauty and calmness. Growth, change is a daily process. Get accustomed to it. Capricorns, you've been through it, so you know where you started from, you know where you are, and you know where you plan to go. Growth. Failure. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. You see how deep you are, Capricorn? This is your belief. People think that when you fail at something, you're a failure. You're not a failure. Failure is part of the growth process. Look at that. Change and failure. It's all part of the growth process. And it's evident. It's something that we all experience in life. And you have to recognize it for what it is. When you're going through the process, there will be slow changes as well as dramatical changes. And you need to be able to apply them all to your life. Growth is a process. You change on the process. You have failure in the process, because unless you were trained already in something and you go to a new job and they tell you training, you go through 2 weeks training or 3 weeks training, they're training you so you can get comfortable with whatever work you will be doing, so that you know the multifacets in it and the things that could come up. They can't cover each and everything, because a lot of times things, even though it's a routine, there are different things. Change takes place and not everybody responds the same way. So when you fail at something, you're learning other ways to make it better and you get it right. Your life isn't over, because you're still in the learning process. So it's okay to fail and learn and grow and understand. That's why you get trained. You got to keep trying till you get it right. So don't ever look at it as failure. At least not that's not your perspective, right, Capricorn? So you know these words very well. Love this card. What does this say? What does this say? Abundance. I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. Oh my gosh. Your message, Capricorn, is deep rooted, deep hearted, and deep truth. Abundance. Listen to these words again, okay? Listen to these words. I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. Those are Capricorns that recognize the power they possess. Those are Capricorns that don't walk lonely. They know that they walk with their source. These are Capricorns that believe in perseverance because it seldom fails. These are Capricorns that know to pull the knowledge and the nuggets from their experiences. These are Capricorns that can see themselves jumping over hurdles, facing challenges, going through storms and being protected and well equipped to get through them, because they know what life does. They know the change involved. They know failure that's involved that will help them to evolve into better beings with a different perspective, knowing how to overcome. The key to success is going through experiences, learning from them, overcoming them so you could arrive at your destination. Okay? Woo! Listen to me. Listen to me. You will go through experiences, Capricorn, that people don't even know how you got through. People will not know how you got through. If you tell people your story, Capricorn, they'll slap themselves in disbelief of how you look as good as you look after what you've been through. I don't look like what I've been through, okay? I am not my circumstances. Hello? Hello? Let me tell you something. True to the bone, Capricorns know what survival means. They know what surrender means. Surrender means, you know what? I've done as much as I can do. I'm going to put it in the hands of my source. I'm going to keep praying. I'm going to get through these storms. I got my raincoat, my rain boots. I got my storm gear all intact. Okay? I got my little umbrella in my briefcase. Capricorns prepare for the storms of life. And it's not just physical items. It's physically, mentally, they get in line with a perspective of overcoming. Let me tell you something. I can't talk enough about Capricorns. Capricorns are growth intense people. You hear me? Growth intense. When a Capricorn puts their mindset power behind overcoming and facing challenges, there's nothing you could throw in their direction that they're not going to make up their mind. I got to get over, get through, get around, alternative route, whatever it takes to succeed. Because to them, the carrot is right here. The carrot is right here. And they are aiming for it. So even if a roadblock comes into place, they're going to take an alternative route to get through and bypass this challenge. They're going to face things head on. You know what? You stay right there. They put you in cement so you could block my path. I'm not going through the wall. I'm going to the side, making a left turn, a shortcut, and I'm getting back on my path. Nothing or nobody will stop them from their growth potential. That's why people can't stand them a lot of times, because they see themselves already there. They envision themselves there at their destination. They're just going through the formalities to get there by foot or by route or by train, by bus, by airplane. However, Capricorns already envision and see themselves. It could be a premonition. It could be anything. Their intuition, their mindset, their dreams. They will get through. They will get through. Okay? It's up to you to recognize your value, your worth, your skills, your goals, your passion. And I know it gets frustrating, but let me tell you something, Capricorn. Abundance. I am a limitless being. What does that mean to you? I tell you, when you come into this realm, you got to knock out all negativity. You got to stay positive. You got to say the words as you coming in. I got this. I will overcome. I shall overcome. I'm about overcoming. That's where my success lies. Breaking down barriers, taking alternative routes, climbing to success. I don't settle for the status quo. Capricorn, you are no joke and you're nothing to be played with. I say that with intention. Abundance? How many people get an abundance card? You know how many times a Capricorn could pull up an abundance card? Because they are already on their path to greatness. This is just a feather in their cap, because they know through their intention, they will manifest and focus on what it is they're seeking in life and actually obtain it through perseverance. You know, my favorite word is perseverance. That's what my father always said. Perseverance seldom fails. Just when you're on the brink to give up and fall out and say, I had enough, there it is. You struck gold. So don't give up, because you don't know where the stop sign is for you to stop. There's signs for you to proceed with caution, but that red light, even if it's on your path to stop and take a break, but it's not stop and accept failure. Nah, 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 nah. That's why Capricorns hold on to relationships so long, because They're looking for every avenue of success in a relationship. They'll beat a relationship like a dead horse, beat it to death until they figure out that they either have to compromise more, have a new beginning, or mend fences. But they have to have a resolution to an issue. For them to end a relationship, you really had to screw up. Because a Capricorn will hold on and work with you. Because they don't want to start over all the time, especially where their hearts are concerned. So Capricorn, again, I'm a limitless being and I can manifest. Why do I push manifestation so much, Capricorns? Because when you stay with the mindset of intention on what it is you're seeking and the perseverance you put behind it, you will achieve your goals. That's why manifestation is important. It's a timeout for you to focus on what you really want every stage of the way. You ever go somewhere and see an outfit and maybe you didn't have the money to get it at the time, but you could close your eyes and see yourself in that outfit rocking it? Dude, you ever see a suit, guys? And you like, whoa. Or a pair of sneakers. Ladies, a blouse, some jeans, a whole short set, a beautiful dress, even wedding dresses. You could picture yourself in the dress and you haven't even tried it on. That's what I'm saying. That's what life is about. Picture yourself already there where you want to be and figure out the steps to get there. You know what it is? It's like working backwards. You have this fairy tale wedding in mind, or you have this futuristic wedding in mind, or this beautiful African wedding in mind, or Indian wedding, whatever it is. You see the wedding playing out in front of your eyes. Some people even see it and they don't have the groom in place yet, or the bride in place yet, male or female. And you see this already, how you want it to be. Now it's just for you to execute it. So you're working backwards because you already see things in place. Now you got to figure out which vendors you use, how you're going to get these items. But it's already played out in your mind. You see it. You see it already. And because of that strong intention of actually visualizing it, it now starts becoming a reality because you've been manifesting on what you've seen. You see yourself clearly ahead of the game. But now you got to figure out how you can make the vision you already see manifest through your skills and labor to make it be something that you're proud of, for it to be tangible, for it to blossom. And that's what it's about. It's your perspective, your intention, your purpose, and the intensity and passion involved, and the work that is executed to make that into a reality. That's how you create success. It is driving yourself to the place you want to be in your mind. Or even if, let's say there was a special wedding hall. Some people have even gone to these wedding places and said, this is where I'm going to get married. Or some people have found a spot on the beach and they said, this is where I'm going to marry the true love of my life. It could be a sacred place you go to in the mountains and you say, you know what? This is my home base. This is where I belong. This is where I belong. This is what I want out of life. Abundance, let it flow. Create it. You create it. Humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. That's what's going on with you right now, Capricorns. You are like floating on air. You're looking at everything through this clear and precise lens. And you are envisioning it in your life. You don't want the chaos and confusion and the noise and the backstabbing and the issues. You want a place of peace and solace and love. You're changing the way you do things. You're changing the way you look at things. People may not get it right now, but you are in this space. I gotta check what your moonology is. But you're in this space right now, Capricorns, where you want the finer things in life. You want the best things in life. And you don't want the judgment from other people and their issues. And you don't want people trying to rain on your parade. You want to enjoy life. Tomorrow isn't promised to anyone. And Capricorn, you are now changing the way you feel about things to wanting your joy today. You always want success, but now you're adding peace and solace into it because the rush of the passion that you have for certain things is still there and you're still working toward it, but you want more out of life that brings you joy. You are a successful person, period, because you execute your goals, you follow through. But now, not just follow through, you want to live and cherish each and every day. This is a new moon that you're under because your energy is that of gratitude, hospitality, love, family, growth, planting seeds, your legacy. You're in a completely different realm. You're looking at your health in a different light. You are wanting to shine and be your best self. You don't understand this feeling that's overcoming and overtaking you right now. Change, failure, abundance, humor. And you know what I like about the failure here? It says failure. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. You're not looking at your shortcomings as being failures where you can't proceed. You're saying that I didn't break through right now, so I'm going to have to take an alternative route. But I'm learning that this direction may not be the one for me. I got to switch it a little bit, tweak it a little bit, but I'm going to get to where I need to be. Roadblocks are opportunities for you to learn. For you to learn. And Capricorns, you are all about learning. You're all about being your best self. You're all about growing. You got to be about humor too. You love to laugh. I mean, check out comedians like Cat Williams. You know, if you don't want foul language, there's a lot of other comedians. But I'll tell you, nobody makes me laugh like Cat Williams. And then the voice, I love Cat Williams. I used to love Bernie Mac. And I still watch reruns of Bernie Mac comedy shows that he was part of. He just had this way about him. He had the it factor. Cat Williams has the it factor. Make sure you find time in your life to love and to laugh and to enjoy and to cherish and to relish in the great aspects of life. It's how you think, it's how you view things, and it's how you manage your time and your life. Don't have a 20-year plan with no joy, with no love, no excitement. Well, for the next 20 years, all I'm focusing on is building my business. And then when you have your business, who do you have to share anything with? You can balance life, Capricorns. You could make abundance happen in your life by learning to separate and have a balance in your life. Weigh the pros and cons. What's most important? Make sure your family's in there. Make sure time for yourself and self-care is in there. You are learning how to balance your life. And when you include that change takes place, I will fall sometimes, but I'll always get back up. Fall down 7 times, stand up 8. I will have laughter and humor in my life. I will look at the finer things in life because when you're gone, you're gone. If you're on a job and you pass away tomorrow, they will mourn your death. They'll say there's nobody like so-and-so. Nobody like Jane. Nobody like Paul. Nobody like Keisha. Nobody like Rodney. But you know what? They'll replace you in a couple of days. And they'll always remember you and thanks for your contributions. But now Thomas and Teresa are the ones in charge, or, Tyrone and Rhonda, life continues. So make sure that each and every day you cherish your life and you show gratitude so your life could continue. So forever how long you're here, you experience change, you experience failure, you experience abundance, you laughed, you were overjoyed. They have a group. Let me tell you something. I was in one of my classes and I remember the teacher brought it to the class, the instructor, and she said, "Today is our laughter day." She said, "I want you all to laugh. Think of something that has been in your life that has brought joy to you, that made you just laugh. Think of something that your nephew or your niece did or your children did that made you laugh. Think of a comment that somebody said that caught you off guard that made you laugh. And we're going to spend 15 minutes laughing." And she said, "I'll start off." And she was like, she said it helps your face muscles and everything. It brings joy to your heart. Your endorphins are released. You just feel joy and I was like, what the heck? Well, let me tell you something. I did that. Now I'm laughing. I said I did that around my kids. And we were all sitting in the living room. And I think they had the dining room table, and my daughter was in the kitchen. And both my other sons were sitting. One was sitting in the living room with me, and the other one was at the dining room table. And I just started thinking about it because they have groups that you can join on meetups and different things where you can just join these groups, and it's laughter groups. They go to the park and different places and they practice laughing. The group is an hour long and they practice laughing. Some of y'all don't know how to laugh, Capricorns, because you're either in your business or you're doing this or you give a smile here and there. But I'm talking, when's the last time you had a good, hearty laugh? You know, my father-in-law used to be able, when he laughed, he smacked his knee. I'm like, he laughed so hard he had to smack his knee. And it just made me laugh. Think of something funny and laugh. I'm going to do that right now. Oh, gosh. Let me tell you. Me and my kids were walking out from a Ross, and I'm talking to my son, and I didn't realize that the step was right there to go down into the parking lot. So I'm talking, and I walk the next way, and next thing, my other leg clicked behind my my other leg, and I fell down. I'm out there in the street, and I fell down. I got up so quick. My kids couldn't believe that it happened as quick as it did because I wasn't going to be embarrassed in front of people because I fell. No, I had too much ego and pride for that. So I fell down, but I jumped up just as quick as I went down. And my kids, they scattered. They couldn't stop laughing. My son said, my oldest son, he said, "Mom, you okay?" And I said, "Yeah." And then he said, "You want me to help you to the car?" I said, "I'm fine, thank you." And my other son was holding back the tears because his tears were running down his face. And he was like, "You okay, Mom?" And then my daughter, she was crying too. I'm like, these are the kind of children that I have, that I fall and y'all can't stop laughing. And my son was being serious. He said, "Mom, you all right, for real, for real?" And then when he got to the car, he bust out laughing. He couldn't stop. He was like, "I just need to know you was okay first." He said, "I couldn't even help you because you got up so quick. I ain't never seen you move like that, Mom." I'm like, "Okay, thank you very much." And it was funny. I had to laugh when I was in the car myself. And my daughter said, "Mom, Mom, Mom, how you got up so quick?" She said, "You went down and before I knew it, you was up." She said, "I never seen you move that quick." Please, there was people, there's a parking lot, and there's a Ross, and then there's usually a TJ Maxx, and Big Lots, all these type of things. And it's like there's people walking back and forth all the time, parking their cars, coming out, coming. Please, coming into Ross Day at the register, people could see. I don't know. It was the fight or flight syndrome or something, because I was like the speed of light. You had to ask yourself, did I just see her fall? Because how she was up that quick? I didn't get time to let it resonate that I fell. I was up too quick. You weren't gonna embarrass me out there. Find humor in things. That was funny for me because, I'm always telling people, watch your step, be careful. And then boom. Oh, thank God I didn't break nothing. Thank God I was with my kids. You know what I mean? Because they wasn't gonna leave me down there. You know what I mean? But all I'm saying is, Capricorn, relax a little bit, release the tension, and feel the flow of love. It is happening right before your eyes. Get in that sanctuary, that place of solace. Laugh quietly or laugh loudly, but do some laughing. I don't know any quiet laughing like that's a chuckle. I'm talking about laughing where you gotta hold your belly, throw yourself on the bed, fall on the floor. Where did they go? LM, laughing my AFO. Okay? I'm talking about a heartful, joyful, wanna be Santa Claus type laughter. Just take the time to laugh. I say do it for 30 minutes a day. If you could do it longer, great. Go in the bathroom and just laugh at stupidness. Do you have a friend you could talk to and talk about old stuff and jokes from the past and just laugh? My sister and I could do that sometimes when I'm in the mood, because she drives me crazy too. But you can do those type of things. You can do those type of things. Believe it. Believe it. Keep walking by faith and enjoying life. Capricorn sign out. Garnetqueentarot here. Inspired to rise, inspired to be your best self. Don't let anything hold you back or keep you back. Love and life is a great thing. Go ahead, Capricorns. Enjoy your life. Peace out.